I had nothing to post on this channel. That's why I'm being quiet. And then someone makes a comment. Clammed assault rifle is a legit term. Opinion completely disregarded. AR stands for Armor Light Rifle. When you correct someone, spell check it. It's not Armor Light, it's Arma Light. That's the company name. Arma Light AR-15. And AR isn't explicitly stated, but it's assumed they referred to themselves because it's the Arma Light number 15, because the number 10 was the one they made before. And if anybody's curious, they started off in a rather interesting way. You can look up the history of these things, but, well, you know, fuck that, right? It was originally designed to be a selective fire lightweight rifle. It was originally a machine gun. The NRA and the U.S. Army definition for assault rifle is based on the Army's definition in 1970 for assault rifle that was written by a specific person, and it was under an intelligence document that was written in originally in like November or something, called the FSTC CW 070370, which implies like March 7th or July 3rd or whatever, but who knows? It's military type-ups. Fuck it. That's probably when it was finalized and then it was approved, and links below in the description. Definition of an assault rifle according to the U.S. military and the National Riflemen's Association, or National Rifle Sellers Association as I like to call them sometimes, a short, compact, selective fire, which means it can be a machine gun or a triple shoot. It really means 3-shot, not really a machine gun, but everybody just uses the word machine gun. That's what will work because it can behave like one. That fire a cartridge between the power of a submachine gun and a rifle cartridge. Look up what a submachine gun is before you actually say anything, please. A detachable MOX magazine and having a 300-meter range. Okay, that's what they designed it for. Assault rifle as a term is sometimes attributed to the word Sturmgewehr. I can't pronounce it, sorry. It's a German term that was originally used in Nazi propaganda to promote their weapon, that was the STG-44, as considered the first select fire military rifle to popularize the concept of doing all these things together. It's considered the original assault rifle. But no, AR doesn't stand for assault rifle. I know that. Someone claiming that my opinion can be disregarded because I quoted correctly the fucking definition for assault rifle instead of assault weapon. Assault weapon is a made-up bullshit term used originally by the gun-making industry. They used it as a gun-making industry thing because they couldn't say it's an assault rifle because that's false advertising, so they invented the term assault weapon. They invented the term. It's their fucking fault. Grow a goddamn set of brains, Moran. So anyway, also AR-500. A bunch of people have different opinions about it. AR-500 is actually a brand name and also a name of a company, apparently. It's based on the metal type being generically called AR-500 grade steel, and its Brinell value or abrasion resistance value, depending on how you look at it, and it's just called AR-500. It's a way of grading it. It's like having 4130 tubular steel. You could have a company called 4130 steely and rigid. Someone used an industry common term or expression. But AR-500 plates do not mean Armalite, nor do they mean assault rifle or anything else like that. It's just it basically is just a company name based on a term used. And they squinch it together so it's AR-500, not AR space 500. And it's supposed to refer to the Brinell hardness of 500. 500 is considered minimum to stop a bullet if it's a steel plate. It has to be hardened. So this has been your educational thing. Now let's get to this point here. I'm a person posting videos, reading definitions from dictionaries that conflicted with each other online, complaining about them not getting this right by using the wrong terms or using the definition for assault rifle, but calling it assault weapon and vice versa, because every definition source is shit. And then I said, you can look up the military definition, and I didn't mention it, but also the NRA uses specifically the military definition from 1970 because that's where it came from. Look up the history for the AR-15 and the AR-10. and you'll find out that's actually earlier. But the term itself may be from that word that if you're using that word, the original German word used to promote a gun they had that could be considered the original assault rifle, real word. It's like the word gun versus rifle have a very specific meaning. In the military, gun isn't something you can man portable. Rifles are. All right? It's like me saying flare gun specifically because of its purpose and design and characteristics versus sawed-off shotgun. If you make a 12 gauge flare gun and you make it able to tolerate the pressure by making it steel by using I think not chrome vanadium steel, but 4138 steel or one of those grades. You can buy it, drawn over mandrel, 0.0810 inner diameter, and then ID. If you look it up on Google, you'll find it. It's available. It's shotgun barrel steel. If you take your flare gun and put a shotgun barrel on it, and it's short, it's illegal. If it's 26 inches long, or the whole thing is at least 26 inches long, and you have a really long barrel, longer than 18 inches, it's not illegal. You can make a flare gun shotgun. It just can't be short. It's about concealability. And you can't just rifle it and make an 81 caliber, 88 caliber pistol or whatever. You can't do that. I made a joke about that. So someone saying opinion completely disregarded, being very vague about it, and saying clammed assault rifle is a legit term when it really is, and I didn't clam anything. Morans, please spell check next time. Please. I know spell check can be annoying because you have to keep correcting it, because I hate auto erect, but AR does actually stand for Armalite. You got one thing fucking right, but you misspelled Armalite, so I got to make fun of you. But anyway, if anybody's curious, the original term for assault rifle was an actual military term in the U.S. government based on sales brochure material from propaganda in Nazi Germany. And assault weapon was originally propaganda speak used by the sales department at your local gun company, and it ended up being politicized. So how about this? Every motherfucker on the planet that has anything to do with weapons, stop using buzzwords and salesmanship terms. The words AR-15, when you say it as a word, not that A-R-E, 15, we'll get you 20, has turned into a politicized term. It was literally, if you're not aware of it, if some of you aren't aware of it, Armalite 15, AR-15, the Armalite AR-15, is not a politically motivated thing. Originally, it was an actual select fire machine gun. We call it a machine gun, and that's actually a wrong term. It isn't full auto fire. It can also be select fire, firing triple shots. It's more useful because machine guns, in my opinion, are complete shit and useless. So even that, selective fire, or selectable fire, or whatever you want to call it, when you look it up, it usually includes in the definition firing 3-shot bursts. And it uses a little cam that counts 3 shots. And then you disengage the cam and it'll fire full auto. And I got to having a discussion in the typing, just I have horrible typing ability. I couldn't be involved in a Google meetup because connection was crap, yada yada. But someone asked, well, my Glock's semi-auto, so I'm using that as an expression. I'm like, yeah, did you know the Glock is insanely easy to convert to machine gun? It will literally be only a machine gun, not a triple shot select fire. Sometimes called the fun button or the wedgie. Yeah, that's a thing. It's got all sorts of names about it. It's a really, really easy thing to have happen accidentally with certain models of Glock, most of them, where if it wears out enough, it'll go into full auto mode. It'll just start shooting itself after you pull the trigger the first time. It will just keep going until it empties the magazine. Small magazines save bullets. But anyway, thanks for saying I clammed assault rifle is a legit term, and and I guess you can disregard my opinion, and that AR stands for armor light rifle. I really thank everybody on the internet for doing these things to give me something to do. I had nothing to post today. I was just going to watch videos of people playing Call of Duty and shit like that because I'm bored. I'm really bored if I'm watching other people play video games that I wouldn't write code for or build a copy of. Shoot me. So anyway, again, when you autocorrect someone, please auto-check and yourself and spell check it. And I ducking hate autocorrect, and it's not armor light. And I used actual definitions. If you think my opinions based on a fact are something to disregard out of hand because you don't fucking like that there are definitions existing, you should really hate that all of these words, all of them, started off being salesman speak to sell guns. One time in Nazi Germany and one time in Freedom America. I think this is funny as fuck. Everybody complains about these terms being misused. They were created by salespeople. Fire your salespeople. And propagandists. Same thing. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And Donald Trump hasn't built that wall, has he? Triggered.